Welcome to the third hour. One of the most common claims you'll hear about the Bible from within Islam is that the Torah, the first 5 books of scripture, was corrupted. But is that really what history and even the Qur'an itself shows? Let's take a look together. The question is simple. If the Torah was changed, when did that happen? Was it before Muhammad in the 7th century or sometime after? If it was supposedly corrupted before Muhammad, that means Muhammad only knew a corrupted Torah. But the Qur'an itself speaks of the Torah as reliable. In Surah 7:157, the Qur'an states that Muhammad is foretold in the Torah. In Surah 2:40-41, children of Israel are urged to remember God's covenant recorded in the Torah and accept the Qur'an because it confirms what is already in the scripture. In Surah 5:43, the Jews are told to judge by the Torah they have, and it is recognized as divine revelation. In Surah 10:94, the Qur'an affirms that its message matches what was revealed in earlier scriptures, and the Torah is upheld as part of this chain. And these are just a few of the many times the Qur'an confirms and affirms the Torah. Now, it's one thing to read the Qur'an's verses about the Torah, but what did classical Muslim scholars themselves say about these passages? Let's look briefly at Ibn Kathir, one of the most famous commentators in Islam. Ibn Kathir's commentary makes this clear. The Torah was seen as reliable in Muhammad's time. He says they foretold Muhammad, reminded Israel of their covenant, contained God's judgment, and that those in doubt were told to ask the readers of those scriptures. In short, even Islam's own tradition treats the Torah as authentic, not corrupted. What if the corruption happened after Muhammad? That also doesn't hold up. Why? Because we have manuscript evidence older than both Jesus and Muhammad. The Dead Sea Scrolls, discovered in the 20th century, date back to around 200-100 BC. And when scholars compared those scrolls to the Torah we have today, they found the text had been faithfully preserved. So when we put the pieces together, both history and the Qur'an point to the same conclusion. The Torah was not corrupted. Christians can have confidence that the Old Testament we read today is the same scripture handed down faithfully for centuries. And if you still have doubts, I encourage you to explore the Dead Sea Scrolls for yourself. If you're ready to learn, grow, and speak truth in love, join us, subscribe now. The conversation starts here.